We are live here in the studio. Who's cooking today? All right. We are live. Fantasy football for dummies. Who is cooking today, boys and girls? All right. Let's go ahead and go into it. Let's drop your questions below. If you do not drop a question with an emoji or without a follow, I will not get to your question. More likely than not, this will get pretty crazy as we go through on this beautiful Sunday morning here on October 12th. It's good to see you guys in here. Thank you for coming in here. We have football on right now. We have football on later. We have Jennings, Bourne, or Myers. So I believe Jauan Jennings would then be ruled in for today. So we have to keep that in mind as we go through this. Let me put on this fantasy football as we go through this. Jennings, if he's in, I'm rolling with Myers, actually. I'm liking Myers a little bit more without, oh man, what's his name in there. What am I thinking of? Brock Bowers in there. I feel like they have to go to any of these guys for the Raiders, personally. So I'm probably going Jakobi Meyers. Bourne's an interesting play, too. You got him with, but with Jennings coming back, I don't know, it might eat into his work a little bit. Are we thinking DJ Moore or Golden? I'm going Golden. I'm not big on DJ Moore, but DJ Moore is supposed to score a decent amount of points this week. But I think they're about in the similar tier. So I think you could go either. Start 2, Metcalf, Michael, Pittman, Pickens. Love it. All right. Metcalf. I would go Metcalf, and I would probably go Pickens. Nah, I'm leaning Pittman, actually. Pittman and Pickens for sure. Appreciate you giving that question, Mo. Thank you. Go ahead and give a follow if you haven't already. If you give a follow, you'll get your question answered. Thank you so much. Kendrick Bourne or Olave at the flex. I got Olave. It's not too pretty but it's also just like kind of you got to play Olave if you have him. Facing against New England today. We'll see how that goes. He's faced off against Christian Gonzalez. I understand your hesitancy to do that, but Kendrick Bourne also, we don't know if that's a one-off game. Mac Jones is playing today. Jauan Jennings is in there. Could have just been a Thursday night thing where Kendrick Bourne actually does really well. I'm thinking it is at least. Okay, so we have a couple questions. Ja'Marr Chase playing. Is Ja'Marr Chase playing? So we'll have to check and see that. Oops. Let's go see if Ja'Marr Chase is playing today. I believe Ja'Marr Chase should be playing. We have a lot of questionables today to get through. But Yossi Vasha might not be a bad play if you can end up. I assume he's going to play. Zach Taylor is notably pretty, I don't know, with that. Worthy or Allen at the flex? So, personally, I'm probably going to go Worthy, I believe. Worthy's just got a lot more going for him than Allen does. Allen's okay. Allen's in the decent matchup against the New York Giants. But Worthy against Detroit, it just seems like you have to play him. Debo is a true game time decision. Do I risk it or go DK? I mean, it depends on the position you're in. If you're facing a matchup where it looks like you're going to lose unless you have a big game, you go Debo because you need a big game, right? So, but if you're like just need some points, go DK. Flowers or Golden? I'm going Zay Flowers. I like Zay Flowers a lot. Personally, I understand your hesitancy maybe towards starting Zay Flowers, but at the same time, you know, without Lamar Jackson, he's doing okay. So, Judkins or ETN? I'm going Judkins above ETN this week, but I understand your cause of concern when it comes to that. So, who is cooking today, baby? Tell me who's cooking. Bam Knight or Metcalf? I'm going Metcalf. Go Metcalf. Gavin, appreciate the follow. Who's cooking, baby? Jacoby Myers, Kendrick Bourne, or Travion Henderson. I'm probably going Jacoby Myers, but I understand if you went maybe Henderson off speculatively. Yeah, I would go Myers. Worthy or Tet, wide receiver 2. I'm probably going Worthy. Tet's a good matchup as well. Tet, I think, will have a good game, but Worthy against Detroit, I feel like if you have him, you got to play him. McMillan, I'm not too keen on, just simply because I don't believe in Bryce Young, not because of the matchup. Stafford, Caleb, or Baker. Guys, make sure to drop a follow if you haven't already. I'm probably going Stafford. Okay, I'll probably go... that's a tough one, actually. It might go... I think I'll go with Mayfield, but I think Caleb is okay. Juwan Jennings or Kendrick Bourne? Ooh, I mean, that's tough. That's tough. I'm probably going Bourne, but I don't feel great about it. Bam or Haskins? Man. Is Michael Carter out? Michael Carter is out. I might be behind this week. Which happens sometimes. That's okay. Let me go look. Is Michael Carter out? If Michael Carter's not out, then Okay. I would definitely try to go Haskins. I believe it'll be Vidal, but doesn't mean Haskins won't play and be good. Monty or Pollard, Rithvik, Bija. Appreciate you. Make sure to give a follow if you haven't given a follow already. It only helps me out. Thank you so much. Who's cooking today, Monty or Pollard? I'll go on Monty, I believe. Monty's one of those guys you just got to play every week. You never know what's going to happen. But compared to Pollard, Pollard has a lot going against him with Spears coming back. And it's not a great matchup against Las Vegas. I mean, it's okay, but I like him against Kansas City. Appreciate you, Peter. Thank you for dropping an emoji. Thank you for giving a follow. Appreciate you, Peter. Jacoby or Bourne. I'm going Jacoby Myers. It looks like Brock Bowers will be out. So Jacoby Myers, I believe, with Brock Bowers out, is a better play. Juwan or Njoku? I'm probably going Njoku, actually. Better matchup. I understand if you want Juwan, but facing Pittsburgh, I like it. Him and Fannin both. Waller or Laporta? That's interesting. I'm probably going Laporta. Laporta, probably. May or Mayfield? I'm going Drake May. I like the rushing upside with Drake May. Olave. And make sure to drop an emoji by your question so it lets me know to get to your question if you haven't already. Please go ahead and do that. Make sure to drop a follow if you're dropping a question. Please go ahead and do that. I will get to your question as fast as I can if you go ahead and do that. Please go ahead, like and subscribe. Make sure to follow. Make sure to double tap that screen. That helps you to promote me. Start Stafford versus Baltimore or Josh Allen versus Atlanta. I appreciate the context. I go Josh Allen all day. Josh Allen all day. You draft him for a reason. He's matchup proof. Trey Tucker, Gainwell, Iomanor, T. Higgins at the flex. Probably going T. Higgins. T. Higgins is still a good wide receiver. We'll see what happens with Flacco. I think it's better with Flacco in there compared to what Browning was doing, but we'll see. We'll have to see. Plus, Jamar Chase still questionable. Haskins or Trey Tucker on the flex. I'm going Haskins, but I'm not feeling great about that. Trey Tucker might get a little bit more work with Brock Bowers out, but we'll see. Drop an emoji by your question if you haven't already. If you want to give a follow, please. Olave or Waddle? I probably got Waddle. And he waddled away. Waddle. To a Week 6 win. Chase Brown or Michael Carter, who's splitting with Bam Knight. He might not be splitting with Bam Knight, but I still like Chase Brown. The check down king of Joe Flacco's coming in there. So that's one thing that's a little bit different than usual. Michael Carter or Gainwell, Bam Knight named starter is annoying. Yeah, we're not quite sure what's going on there. I think you stick with Michael Carter just to see what happens. I doubt Bam Knight just goes ahead and starts over Michael Carter. These two are teammates, remember, with the Jets, and Michael Carter got most of the work. So I'd assume Michael Carter is the better back, but who knows? It's a couple years out now. So make sure to drop a follow if you haven't already. Make sure to put an emoji by your question. If you haven't put an emoji by your question, I'm not going to get to it because this is going by so fast, it's hard to read. All at the same time, I appreciate you coming in here, though. And thank you for looking at fantasy football content with me. Make sure to drop that emoji by your question. It's Mark. James Cook or Judkins? Gotta go Cook. Not feeling great about it, but he's just a better player. Haskins or Henderson? I'm going Henderson. I'm not feeling great about Haskins. Flacco or Ward? Not. Oh man, that's tough, Torres. Honestly, I'm not sure. Let me go check. I guess you go Flacco against Pittsburgh, but I'm not feeling great about that. If I'm you, I'm sorry. Travion Henderson, Chase Brown. Let me turn this down. Travion Henderson, Chase Brown, Jalen Ward, Jakobi Meyers, pick 2. Jakobi Meyers I'm picking, and Chase Brown I'm picking over Travion Henderson for this week. We'll have to see what Henderson does. I believe he will cook at some point. Cook in the crock pot. Pickens, Waddle, or Adams? I think you have to go Pickens. I think you have to, right? Pickens is a great wide receiver. It's tough. Waddle and Adams are also very good wide receivers, good plays. So you're in a good position there. Make sure to drop an emoji by your question. If you have not already, it helps me get to your question. Please go ahead and drop that emoji by your question. Please go ahead and do that. And make sure to give a follow if you haven't already. Dylan Beer, thank you for the follow. Make sure to drop an emoji by your question. I will get to your question. Scythe, Metcalf or Flowers? I got Flowers. Make sure to put emoji by your question. Bourne or Haskins? I got Bourne, believe it or not. I'm not feeling great about Haskins. Pick one. Pollard, Swift, or Henry? I think you have to go Henry. You can't ignore that Derrick Henry is a very good back, unfortunately. But I understand your hesitancy. Mac Jones or Bryce Young or T-Law? I think you go T-Law and then maybe Bryce Young. I'm not feeling great about Mac Jones as much. Tet or Worthy? Fire emoji. Appreciate you, Jay Forner. I'm going cooking with Worthy today, baby. Carter, Haskins, or Brown? I think you have to go Carter. I think it's a better play. I understand he's not named starter, but it doesn't mean he's not going to get any work. Start Olave or Dobbs? I got Olave. Dobbs should score or might score a touchdown today, but it's still speculative. Patty, do you think I could get Barkley, Garrett Wilson for Chase Brown, Kelsey, and Worthy? Patty, do you think I can get? I think you could. I think it's possible. It's worth putting the trade out just to get a feeler. Why not Mac? There's honestly, when it comes down to T-Mac, it's tough. I understand that, Richie. What was it? Worthy? Worthy, I just believe, is cooking today. I like T-Mac rest of season. I actually kind of like him today, but because you have Worthy, I like him a little bit more than I like Tedero McMillan. McMillan, again, against Dallas, probably the best matchup he's going to get all year, so I know it's a tough one. And he's getting a ton of targets. Bryce Young probably will eventually hit him, but I'm just not believing in Bryce Young quite yet, as much as I do Mahomes scoring a lot of points against Detroit. Okay, go ahead and drop an emoji by your question if you have not already. Drop an emoji by that question. I will get to as fast as I possibly can. And we'll see who's cooking today between me and you and everyone in this live. Please go ahead and drop a follow if you haven't already. Please go ahead and do that. Thank you. Sterling Shepard or DJ Moore. Yeah, I understand the Sterling Shepard question. I'd still go DJ Moore. It's just more work behind him. I could be wrong, but I'm willing to play DJ Moore. It's a little bit safer. Love or Mayfield? Jordan Love or Baker Mayfield? I have Jordan Love just above Baker Mayfield. With all these people out today, it could affect things. So you got to think about that as well. Worthy or Diggs at the flex? I'm feeling Diggs. Patty, you might be feeling Diggs. If you're feeling Diggs and you're feeling he's going to cook, you put him in there. All right? At the end of the day, this is your fantasy football team. My recommendation's Worthy, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you have free will, and you think Diggs has aura. Give him the aura juice, baby. Put him in there. Let Diggs cook. Higgins or Pollard? I'm going Higgins. I like Higgins with Joe Flacco in there compared to what I like with Pollard. Pollard is facing the Las Vegas Raiders, who let up a decent amount of points, but they've been getting better throughout the year. So we'll see. But I like Higgins a little bit better. I think Diggs is just cooking lately. 25 points on no TD last week. That's true. And we saw that what Drake May can do. My only worry is it's a one-off, considering that the first few weeks he didn't do nearly as well. And plus, I just like Kansas City's offense more than I like Drake May. I just trust them more to score points. But I could be wrong. I mean, at the end of the day, this is fantasy football. We don't know. But I'll tell you who's cooking today. Baby. Give me an emoji by your question, and I will get to your question as fast as I possibly can. Make sure to drop an emoji by that question. I'll tell you who's cooking on your team, baby. This is the chef here, the chef dummy. Appreciate you coming in here. Patty, thank you for the follow. You're the best, Patty. Thank you for giving that question. Geethika, thank you for that like. Appreciate you. Start Henry or Hunter Henry or Kendrick Bourne. Johnny, I understand that. I'm not feeling great about it. When you have a tight end versus any wide receiver, skill position, it's always tough. But Kendrick Bourne is going to go in there. I think he's going to be a better play. It's speculative, to be fair, but I'm still going Kendrick Bourne. Appreciate the different emojis, Johnny. Johnny, please go ahead and give a follow. Appreciate you. Hello, hello, Nightly Jester. Chester, should I bench Derrick Henry and put Njoku for flex? Myers or Trey Tucker? Myers is definitely a better play there. I definitely go Derrick Henry, but again, Njoku, great matchup. I understand it, but at the end of the day, you have Derrick Henry, so you know what I mean? That's what I would do. And by the way, I have Hunter Henry above Njoku this week, but I do like Njoku and Fannin, that is. Make sure to drop an emoji by your question. Please go ahead and do that. Thank you. Haskins or Bourne? I got Bourne. I'm liking Bourne a little bit more as I go through and see which people you're asking questions about. I'm just not that big on Haskins. I don't know if he's going to be starting. We don't know for sure who's starting in that game or who's getting most of the work. No matter who's named starter, we'll see. Chase Brown or Jaylen Warren? Oh, that's a good one. I am probably going Chase Brown with the new and improved Joe Flacco in there. But they're neck and neck. I have him 23-24. So that's up to you. But Chase Brown, I think he's going to be cooking with Joe Flacco. All right? Let's see who's getting cooked today. I think Jaylen Warren is not exactly a cooked player. I actually have him as a start this week for the most part. And let's get into some other questions. Thank you guys for going ahead and dropping your questions. Please go ahead and drop an emoji by your question. This helps me get to your question. It's a little bit faster. Diggs or Krosky Merritt? I got Krosky Merritt, believe it or not. I like Krosky Merritt a lot this week. I said Thursday night, I told you to start Krosky Merritt over Scadaboo. Now Scadaboo ends up getting a ton of points. Hopefully Krosky Merritt can get just as many. I feel bad for the people that I told to do that, but it happens. You just do your best you can with these and give the best advice possible. And sometimes you're wrong. Bourne or Keon? I'm probably going to Kendrick Bourne. I'm not liking Keon Coleman that much. I don't think it's worth it. Still going Bourne over Keon. Appreciate you. Make sure to drop an emoji by your question at Kendrick Bourne. All right. Appreciate you. That's why I would go, at least. Guys, make sure to drop an emoji by your question. Worthy or Lad? I got Worthy this week, but I'm liking Lad long term. Being a slot guy, coming in there. So we'll see what happens. Thank you. Go ahead and drop an emoji by your question. Please go ahead and drop that emoji. Start 3 user asks Henry, Kamara, Pittman, JCM. All right, I got Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. I got Pittman. And I guess you have to go Henry over Kamara, but I'm not feeling great about that. Not feeling great, but I'll go Henry over Kamara. They both might be cooked, but who's less cooked is the question. Who's less cooked is the question. Thank you. Drop an emoji by your question. Dak or May? Dak has a very good matchup with Carolina. But with Drake May, you could have the rushing upside, so I'm always going to stick with the rushing upside, personally. That's just how I feel. Yeah, I'm glad you agree with me. Let's see who's cooked. All right, let's see who's cooked in cooking user. Make sure to drop an emoji by your question. I'll tell you who's cooking today on your lineup. When you drop your emoji by your question, please drop that emoji by your question. Go ahead and give a follow if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys coming in here. You guys are the best. I have the best community out there, bar none. Thank you so much. Now, tonight is gonna be first round. Keenan Allen or Diggs at flex. I'm probably going. Man, that's a tough one. That is actually very tough. I could see the case for both of those. But I think Keenan Allen with possibly Johnston out, possibly getting more slot work with those tackles out. I think we go Keenan Allen there. Is Quentin Johnston out? If he is, I need to change my lineups quickly. Haskins or Henry? I got Henry. Don't kid yourself with that. Henry's above Haskins for sure. Henry, hopefully, is not cooked, but cooking. But we'll have to see. We don't know for sure. Diggs or London? I got London. London Bridge is not falling down. All right, Quentin Johnston's out there this week. I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to change my fantasy lineup because yesterday I was not as locked in as I should have been for fantasy football. That happens, though. Oh, man. I gotta go on my actual... Okay, I'll be right back, folks. Be right back. And we'll see who's cooking. Thank you. All right, everybody in the YouTube chat, if you have not already gone on there, please go ahead and like and subscribe. If anybody's on there, it'd be much appreciated. Thank you so much. Let me get to this. All right, I gotta drop him. Hi. Do I just punt this week against Tyler at this point? So, so I have my benches: Lamar Jackson, C.D. Lamb, Nico Collins, Trey Benson, Rasheed Rice, and Quentin Johnston was just ruled out. Trey Benson, that's the only one that's droppable, and even him, it's just haha. But at this point, do you just punt? Like, I can't drop Quentin Johnston, obviously. Like, that's my team. I can't. There's nothing I can do. Nico Collins is on the bye. Do you drop Trey Benson though? Okay, well I'm not dropping Trey Benson. There's, I mean, I got Josh Palmer in the Sunday night game I can get, or the Monday night, and then Juju for the Sunday night. I mean, yeah. Plus Dobbins and Harvey aren't doing anything, so they're just making my team look worse. All right, that was a surprise out. Huh? What are you talking about? Huge? He was just limited all week, but I just assumed it was for a rest. Looks like you're not doing well at the Guillotine League. Jeez. Make sure everybody's good in all my leagues before I go on live. This stinks. There'll probably be something where a bunch of other people do really bad for another team too. So we'll see. Have you been watching the Jets Broncos game? That was horrendous. Um, yeah, the Jets cannot run a 2-minute offense. They're just so miscombobulated. They literally let the time run off the clock and then ran a fake punt on their own 30 with a minute 12 left. All right? But then all they do is run the ball when they get the first down. So they run the ball 3 downs in a row, get to fourth down, and then they used all their timeouts during these runs. So then they have to figure out, oh, do we go for it or not? And then it takes like 30 seconds off the clock, and then the time runs out. Like, I think they plan on doing a Hail Mary with fourth down, but they just let the time run to halftime, and they could have kicked, like, rushed the field goal unit on too. Horrendous. Anyways, all right, I'll let you go. Thanks. Bye. Love you. What would you do for CD Lamb? Trades go through right away in this league. Well, I need a wide receiver. I like Tet and I like Barkley. Barkley and Tet for CD. Okay, well, we're not going to be able to do a trade then. Why not? Why would you do that? I don't know. I have to draft this up very quickly. I don't have many options. Tet. What can I give you back to get Barkley? Hold on. Well, CD Lamb and I'll give you Alvin Kamara back. Kamara. Oh, Barkley already played. I can't do that anyways. Yeah, exactly. Alright, how can I get Tet? How can I get Tet? How can I get Tet without giving up my whole team? This is interesting. This is quite a conundrum, my man.